Welcome, everyone. This is a little impromptu VOD review since Lasrrr, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, posted their VOD just recently, within like the last 5 minutes or so, and was looking for a VOD review. And since I was in a race with them last night on these flags, although this is a different seed of those flags, I figured it was a good time to do this and get that taken care of for them so they can see things they could work on. I'm Darkmoon, just in case you didn't see from the little box there. This is the 201 Thief Week flags, which is really Ninja Week flags, but whatever. And we'll be getting into it right now. There are some things to remember about these flags, as that is, they are no loose, no duds, katana, ribbon, all the necessary ninja gear is in the pool, as well as the tail, whether or not you actually care about the tail. And beyond that, we're going to just kind of get into it and let it roll. So let's see what the volume's like on the VOD, and then we will start reviewing from there. Okay, volume looks good. My volume looks good. We should be good to go. Obviously, you start with the ninja because the ninja is forced, and that's your only melee. So, we're gonna just jump slightly ahead to when the party is actually made, so we can... Well, unless we can see Blur Sings. Promo Sage. Okay, well, I have a feeling, unless the white mage or black mage is really good, we're gonna be taking a lot of red mages. 2, maybe 3. Okay, well, not what I expected, but sure. Yeah, I didn't want to go over the Blur Sings without, like, or move on without looking at the Blur Sings. Lasrrr, remind me, I can actually, you know what, I'll just go back and look, because I totally missed what the Black Mage had, that is why you're committing to them. Because Promo Stage is great. Personally, I don't think the Vitality growth they have on the Black Mage is good, and with Promo Sage, the Red Mage is just gonna be great, although... I mean, honestly, this is me, and this is not everyone, but this is me, and I tend to... If it's past level 4, I'm very hard-pressed to buy it anyway, because I don't want a menu for it. Menu 5 magic is the slowest to menu to, and if it's not on the first 4, I just don't even think about it, because it's more time I have to waste. I'm going into the first 4 towns, no matter what. I'm less inclined to wander past the mage shops for all the rest. You don't take the red mage at all. You go for 2 black mages and a white mage, as we call it. Black mage or ninja Oreo, black, white, black. That's the Oreo part. And party's ready, and we're here to go, so we should see them. Yep, there they are. They're moving. And we'll start seeing what's going on. We'll probably just get through the whole thing, although I may speed up the VOD at certain points, but yeah. Here we go. Ice 3's nice. That's a good sweeper to have. I see Quake and Bane, but all the bosses are fairly weak. It's 70 to 150. So, yeah, like, I think Ice 3's fine. You're taking Bane just in case you can get a quick kill on the bosses. That'd be Tia and Kraken, which I agree with. Life 1 is nice. It's good to have that early on. Heal 2's okay. I mean, the healing power of Heal 2 isn't that great. And you actually remember to look at the hints, which I never do. So Ribbon plus 5 at Canaria Castle. Since that may be your only ribbon if you don't greed too much, that's nice to know. I know Lich 2 can die to Quake, but Lich 2 in this flag set dies to anything. Like, you get a Saber plus 5, and Lich dies to Saber plus 5. He not that hard to kill. So, let's focus on one thing. I don't know whether or not the Duck Bootcamp has said this, but I will say it here. 1:04:08 is when you're leaving town. Try and trim 5 to 10 seconds off of that. The goal is to have all your stuff done in town and be out by 1 minute. And we've had players, especially like during winter tournament, spring tournament, which is going to be fall tournament now time this year, that will practice over and over again on various seeds, getting into town, doing it, and getting out. I like to be at 45 seconds. Now, while you're new, a minute is fine, but the faster you can get your crap done in town and get out, the more time you're saving to waste later on in the seed, and I'm king of wasting time elsewhere. So, yeah, 45 seconds should be your goal. Under a minute is what you should head for while you're still a duck. Anything over a minute, you should practice getting past that. So, yes, I do. My path, Vaughn is asking if I check item shops in that time. My path is hit the magic. Unless all weapons cast is turned on, I don't even bother looking at weapons or armor in the first town. And then I go to the item shop, see if the item is there, exit, save, out, and I'm done in less than 45 seconds. That's me. That's my practice, that's my route. Now, I know people that don't even check the item shop on the first time and are done even faster because they assume they're going to be hitting the item shop the next time that they're in Canaria, which is possible. But I like to know right off the bat if the item shop has my items so that my brain can start focusing on where to go next. That was 2 encounters quickly once you... Oh. I'd reset. There you go. Perfect. Soft reset right there. And now you know that there's 2 encounters quick because that first area right there is safe around Canaria. And now you have a hero run, so, or kind of a hero run. I might, like, be willing to just, whenever I hard reset, burn those first 2 encounters, and then try and grab the hero run after, because you've gotten rid of two encounters early. Greeting here, I don't think is hugely bad. Like, it's nice. When I did the race with Lasrrr and others yesterday, I greeted the 3 chests here. And there was, all 3 of them had, oh, well, you're going to be resetting here in a second. I'll just let that play out. There we go. All 3 of them, the chests on the left side, had 4,000 point experience boxes. Before I even fought Garland, I had level 8 across the board. Now, that's not always going to happen. We saw 2 gold chests that time. But I don't mind greeting these very early chests in this flag set, because you need money, and you might want the experience boxes if they show up, or a decent piece of gear or something. We're going to have to start talking about when it's good to greet and when it's not, but in this particular instance, that's okay. Now, these were 2 gold boxes, and you died. I think I skipped them on a second pass. They're not really big experience, and they're not good gear. So, oh, okay, one of these is experience, but not both of them are, but... Yeah, I know level 12 is lockpicking, and I agree, and yes, but no, but yes. I think it would be a matter of what the other 2 boxes look like. I probably would have skipped. I'm just saying. And there are flag sets where I just ignore EXP boxes entirely. Ooh, an opal sled! There's some money. You're not going to be using that. And I think I would have just fought Garland instead of saving outside before going in. Those are some little optimizations. Like, once you know what you're doing in the game... the hint was Canary Locked had the ribbon this time, Rube, so the floater's not there despite normally it having it. Which I agree with. It's annoying. Okay, we got crowns. That's a crown check we can do in a little bit once we can access. And the herb. Good. Both key items that are early on. That gives you things to do before you go to Marsh, and it's going to get you some levels. Bickus should be your next goal, no matter what. What are we coming back for? Why are we here? Okay. So is this something else that I want to point out? If I don't buy it the first time I go to a magic shop, I'm really, like, hard-pressed to go and get it a second time. So, like... It's the thing of... You didn't even buy anything there the second time, but, like... You didn't get it the first time, and I don't like wasting time, so, like, anytime you're walking past a magic shop, yeah. Okay, you didn't remember what you thought you had missed, but yeah, no, it's, like, in my head, the second I walk away from a shop, I'm never going back. And you don't have the crystal, and Maddie can't have anything loose at her places, so I'm fine skipping these. I think we got crystal yesterday from the King Princess right off the bat, so a Maddie check was good, but here, yeah, absolutely don't. You're going to be there later. Hopefully you get crystal before you end up going into Marsh, and if she has EXP chests, then you get them then. But your next source of EXP is going to be these pirates right here. And now, bear in mind, I'm not the fastest runner we have in the community. Rubes beat me by 10 minutes yesterday. But at the same time, optimization is optimization. So, yeah, okay, so you got elemental magic. We're casting some ices, and then I would have just waited instead of, like, maybe risk the white mage punching, because they aren't going to do anything. Worked out in this instance, but yeah. Rube saying he's not the fastest. He beat me by 10 minutes, so hey, there you go. And I thought I was optimizing pretty well. Yes, heal pots are good. Maybe get some more tents, too. Because you're good, like, especially with the hard resets you need to do to burn off encounters. I think the iron is slightly better than the chain. They're both cheap, so, yeah. The +5 is nice. And that opal's gonna end up in the circular file before too long. Now, you do something that I know a lot of other players do that I don't, and I'm not sure how good this optimization is, or bad, or whatever. But, oh, the king has the crown. Thanks! A-Ice? Really? Okay, there we go. Don't get me wrong, I do struggles with menu as well. You are actually buying A-Ice. Interesting. Now, I am... Okay, so two things I want to say. First off, I tend to buy my magic before I go to the pirates, just because I want to get out of the way and I want to leave town as fast as possible once I'm done with the pirates. Magic, pirates, item shop. Other people do what you did, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong. Pirates, item shop, magic, because sometimes you need the money from the pirates to actually buy anything in the magic shops. I get that. And the A auto cast on the white mage, okay, that makes sense. That's one of those things that I don't even pay attention to. Whatever. You bought it, it's fine. You now have protection from ice for everyone, but I'm just like, meh, whatever. It's not something I care about. That's why I wouldn't have taken the white mage. The other thing that I would point out is you bought the A-Ice to an autocast, you bought Xfer, and I know people love their Xfer strats. I'm a bare minimum magic person, so what I saw there was Harm 2 for white mages cast Harm. It's not a great sweeper, but it's basically the only thing the white mage has to do in battle right now, so buying that is fine. But, like, I'm really hard-pressed to care about that white mage, especially now. They are not really that great, and when you consider it takes you 2 to 3... Oh, there's Nuke. Even better, Nuke and Warp. When you consider that it takes a couple turns at the minimum to cast Xfer, if it even lands the first time, on a boss, and then cast something to kill the boss with it, which you're only improving the chance of the spell landing, you're not making it automatic. I feel like Xfer strats are more of a meme than something you really commit to, and the bosses are 70 to 150. Your ninja's gonna cut through them so fast, I don't feel like it's worth it. Take that as you will. Grain of salt. It's not what I buy. I know some people swear by their Xfer strats. And you don't have crystal yet. I wouldn't go up here yet. I know you want the EXP chests, but I don't feel like it's worth it to go up here. Not when you could get crystal soon and then you're doing a double dip. Try to avoid the double dips where you can. Or at the very least, if you're gonna do this, like, when you thought about doubling back and going up, save there before you do. That way you can reset back and gain a bunch of steps. Like, save right there, and then reset back to that. If you're gonna do the double dip, at least make it an efficient one. Because there was nothing there. A heal pot and some couch cash. Like, there was nothing there worth having. So we move on to dwarves. Those creeps. Oh, yes, please, get away from those stone creeps. No, second round, please, no! There we go. Okay, good. Thief doing their job. Encouraging all the running. I don't mind checking these two, because these are quick reads on the way. I would have saved outside and done some resetting to get through that, but that's fine. And yeah, we're obviously coming here for the crown turn-in to then see what Astos has. Which, it's 23 of 23, I believe, on this flag set. Using Nuke against the ogres, I don't feel like their experience is going to be great, but I know you want 12. Like, I'm... With 2.5 times plus 100, I think is the experience right now, plus a bonus for key items. I'm thinking the 2 ogre fight isn't as good as the 7 imp Gurimp you might have had just from the bonus 100s. Someone in chat might be able to confirm with me. Yeah, everything early is... You want popcorn packs, Laser. You thought they were better XP than they were. You want popcorn packs, and by what that we mean, you want large packs of low EXP enemies instead of small packs of low EXP enemies early on. The Grimp Imp pack is not a lot of experience base, but because you're getting plus 100 per enemy, I think is how that works, then that's 700 bonus experience on top, plus the 2.5 times. So that Imp Gurimp that you ran away from is probably like 1,000, while that Ogre pack is only the 200 or so you got. Yeah, the plus 100 or plus 200, whatever, that's per enemy, so it makes the popcorn packs tastier, as we call them. You can just gobble them up like popcorn. Why can't you die to one nuke, Astos? Come on. Seriously. There's level 8, that's nice. You're 4 levels away. And a ship, which will be back up at... Is that up at Dwarves? No, it's down at Elfland because we're below the canal. Okay. See, I have to remind myself of this stuff, too. And then, yeah, we have Herb and we have ship. Like... Yeah, level 8's your first level 4 magic charge, so going to Elfland's fine. But, like, here... If you're gonna take popcorn packs, that's, like, maybe bare minimum. I'd probably want 5 enemies instead of 4, but... Yeah. Like, I'm iffy on that one, but definitely if, like, it was a 5-pack, I would take it if you're trying to get to level 12. Okay, so there's our Adamant, which, yay, we get to walk back. Fun. But it's one item. I would probably go do Marsh Cave first. Okay, so let's talk about that optimization there. You were on Elfland Castle. You walked down over 2 steps to the town. If you walked from that Elfland Castle entrance right over, you don't have a risk of getting any tiles. Any attacks from tiles. Or you could walk from right Elfland Castle entrance to left Elfland Castle entrance, and then a left again into town. Try to not take bad steps. So that down from the castle and then over 2 steps into town ran the risk of 2 encounter steps right there. You didn't get any, which is great, but if you'd gotten one, that's a bigger time waste than in and out of the locations to get to the same position there because of the risk of getting an encounter. I am huge on not wasting encounter steps. Like, you're going to get that from me a lot. Yeah, those are not safe tiles at Elfland. They're only safe around Canaria. Or if there's, like if there was a gray block, like, at there, or Gaia, or Crescent Lake, those will safe. If it's not a gray step area, it's not safe. Canaria is the only one on the overworld map that has safe steps. Lit 3 is fine. Although you already have Ice 3. I mean, I take it, but you've got Ice 3 and you've got Nuke, so if you're trying to save money, Lit 3 is okay. Saber on the Ninja's good. I agree with that. Like, we're already to the point where I'm starting to cut out what magic I don't need. Exit's good, Invis 2's good. Wall is fine. I skipped Wall in our race yesterday and never punished. So, I got 1 ribbon. I only need 1 ribbon. Who cares about anything else? Never punished. But, like, if the scaling was higher in this flag set, I'd absolutely be taking Wall. Or if a ribbon wasn't included, I'd absolutely be taking Wall. Wow, White Mage, can you have good magic? Yeah, see, and you grabbed it in the race and never used it, so... Woo! Slab at Waterfall, that's a long run. Okay, Brack I take. Brack's good. Okay. You have Bane, you didn't want Brack. Fair, fine. Brack, however, has a greater chance to hit on a single boss than Bane does. Brack is like 26%, I want to say. Although I think the numbers can be fudged a little there. And I think Bane is only 16% because it's AoE. So, you have Bane, sure, good as a backup. Take Brack too, because you never know if you're going to get into an encounter with bosses where Brack doesn't land 5 or 6 times and then you have to resort to the Bane. You don't want to have to start with Bane. You already got heals. You already got cabins. So this is another thing that I have to practice as well while I'm in town. Be faster at reading menus to pick up time. I'm bad at that, so it's not just you. I need to work on that too. But, yeah, be faster at reading menus so you're not sitting there staring at them. And that just comes... And see, popcorn pack. That just comes with time. Rubes bought Wall last night, but he was only running 2-man. So yeah, see, and that's different. That's different math. You only had 2 characters, and you really needed both those characters to stay up. So Wall was actually much more vital for you. I had a White Mage that had life 2, and I was willing to run the risk of letting everyone else die if the White Mage stayed alive. Another popcorn pack. And you found 2 ribbons, and I greeted more than you did, and I found no ribbons. I only got the 1 from the incentive, so... See, that's the game. Whoa! The magic of it. Also, I wouldn't bother coming up here. All incentives are vanilla, and we know where they are. So, like, yeah. At least you know that one of those enemies has stone poison. Great! Those were some serious Danny spiders. You can greet that one, that's okay. if you're hoping for experience chests to get your levels, that one's an okay greed to take. It's not too far out of the way. Now let's see how you navigate this. Okay, good. You use the door. I love it. You use the door to save a step. You skip the first room. Perfect. It's too many damn encounters in this encounter table. Okay, good. And you're using the bottom of the rooms, too, to save steps. Perfect! You have learned! I love it! Well done! Okay, now, what is our encounter here? Cool. Healing, I agree. It's good. Ugh. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to take it. And yeah, I'd use the arm too. You kind of have to take it because you need this. You want more than 3 enemies to show up in this pack. That may also just be your best grind, though, because of the Whiz Mummy. Hopefully there's more enemies on this when you go back in. There you go! See? Perfect! Lovely! Yeah, punch that thief all day long. He's gonna dodge all of it. Yeah. Whiz Mummies are good, and you've got a 9-pack here, so that's really good popcorn as well. I'm gonna keep using that term because it's in my head now. But yeah, that's good all the way. 2,400 on that pack. That's great. If you can get a couple more of those, you're gonna be solid. Because yeah, you went from... I don't even think you gained a level on the previous encounter, so you were still level 8, and now you're level 10. So that was huge EXP. That was great. What else we got? Come on. 4 Whiz Mummies this time, which is even better. Still a 9-pack. We still love to see the 9-pack. And I hope that your Harm 2 goes off, or your Thief... There we go, or the Thief swings before. Cool. And what's this? 12. Brilliant. You're done here. Let's go open the other chest, or other rooms. Now, you're skipping that room, or you've already checked that room. No, you're skipping that room because we stayed in there. I might have checked that just as agreed, but it's fine that you didn't. And then your room is down south. Yeah. So it's just a little tweaking of learning your menu, or learning your map. And I always hate it when there's actually a better EXP fight in here that you couldn't get to until after you got your level 12. That's just obnoxious. But also, I probably wouldn't bother taking this one. I don't think it's going to be good enough. Like this, I hate it when it's here, but this one was fine. Yeah, see, 900? I'd rather go back and fight some more of those Whiz Mummies and so forth. Floater's great. I'm assuming you're going to be smarter than I was yesterday, because I kept forgetting that I didn't have Canoe. So I kept trying to turn in my floater or do, Canoe things when I couldn't, because the Canoe was so late in yesterday's race. That was me. I was being dumb. So dumb. Okay, and then you have one more warp? Oh, you only bought warp on 1. Oof. Well, it happens. Just don't get spiders. That's all we ask. And I really hope I didn't, Oh, there, see... Okay. Yeah, so this is just brain things. You do the same thing I do. I sometimes forget who has what and where. You didn't need to do the warps. You're already saying in chat, you forgot you had the exit. With practice, just remember your spells a little better. That's all. I do it too. It's not you. It's me too. It's a lot of us. But yeah, exit and warp are so valuable in these kinds of flag sets that you absolutely need to remember them. Okay, and we're heading back up to do Adamant now. Cool. And we're hoping that... I guess Canal has to be Adamant at this point? I don't think we've gotten Canal yet. I mean, I don't have a tracker up for this, so... No, we have Canal. So, we're hoping Adamant is Canoe, then. I'm thinking. What do we got? Lazy Dwarves? Bottle. Boo. Okay, to Earth Cave, then. Or I guess you could check the Sages, but... So, I'm curious what you're gonna do. I'm interested to know what Rubes did. Yesterday's thing, as soon as I was out of the Circle C, I just went and did Earth. Since I knew where the chest was, I knew I could easily kill Lich early with whatever weapon I was equipped with on the the ninja, because Lich has, no health. And it's right there. It's basically on path. And it ended up working out because I think Ruby was in Earth Cave as the incentive item, which is, French vanilla, or even just vanilla. And then, after Lich was dead, I did the French vanilla of going to Titan, hitting the Titan check, and then going and doing Sarda. I'm interested to see what you do, where you go, and how. Routing yesterday was great for having, like, just going to Earth Cave after you were done here and banging everything out. So. Rubes, you're supposed to know these things so I can compare what I did to you and see why I lost and you beat me by 10 minutes. Besides, you went 2-man and were an insane person. Just absolutely insane. Oh, you have a VOD! Cool, let's do a VOD review for you! No, that's fine. I'm joking. Okay, we got away before the creep could do anything. Huzzah. And I suppose we're going back to Canary to buy supplies, which is fine. Oh, we're gonna go... Alright. See, I forgot this yesterday as well. We have the lock-picking ability, so we're gonna go and do the Canaria check now, which is fair. It's technically out of logic, so... You don't have to do this. Oh, and there's our ribbon that we wanted. Perfect. Good defense. Lovely. You know, I forget it often because it's there. The number of incentives I've forgotten over the years, it's just so sad. You didn't check any of the other chests. That's cool. You don't need to. You got iron armor. You're going to get anything else you need from the incentive checks. That's cool. I agree with all that. We're coming up here. Are we just checking Melbourne? Let's find out. Inquiring minds want to know. Get equipped with tentacles. I've not seen that before. Life 2 is great. Harm 4 is nice. White Mage can take both of those. That's pretty. I forgot there were trash hints. That's so good. Temper! Yay! We love to see it. I'll take it even at level 5, even though I hate menuing to level 5. And we don't have Slab yet. No Slurb. Pro Rings for that cheap are nice. Like, I could see putting the... Because you have Life and Life 2 on the White Mage, I could see putting the Ribbon on the White Mage and putting the Pro Ring on the Thief, Night Ninja, and then just, like, calling it a day there for the time being, especially because you have Wall. You've got Death Protection from that Pro Ring. You might get an Elemental Armor somewhere if you greed anything. Like, I think the Ribbon on the White Mage is probably the safer call. You go the opposite route, and that's fine. And we have Ruby, so we're gonna go do this check first, which is fine. Because if you get Canoe, then you could just go and do the floater turn in first, and that's faster for, like, doing everything else. Even for Earth Cave at that point. So, like, yeah, I don't disagree. Now, okay. You did the classic thing. You went down. You should have gone up. Should go up. You should exit outside. You should save before you come in and do this so that you can either reset out if it's something you don't want, and this is not just for this Flexit, this is just in general, or warp or exit out if you're keeping what's in here to get back to that entrance. Because, save your steps. Save all the steps you can. Where were these EXP chests earlier? Come on. There's our canoe, so we can turn in floater. I would even skip out on doing Sarda at this point. Like, you can fly to Sarda after. Go turn in that floater. Let's see what you do. You're going to Sarda. Okay, the thing is, you have to do this walk, and then you have to do this walk back. Then you have to walk back through the cave, which you had to walk back through anyway. And then you have to go do the floater turn in no matter what. You save time if you skip this walk and fly back over here afterwards. There's our loot. Not instantly helpful, but that is necessary for the long game. Yeah, no, I know, like... Yeah, and Rubes is saying, it turns out exiting... Here, I'm just going to play, I don't want to pause. Exiting would have let Laser out on the right side of Titans there, because they didn't go up and do the thing. Sure, true, yes, agree. But what if they didn't have the canoe there? You can't know that canoe's going to be in Titans, so it's better to save outside on the left side in case you have to do the Sarda walk. And still, you're saving time if you exit out to the left side from there before going through the cave than if you go to the right side. Like, it's It's like optimizations within optimizations, some of which don't feel as optimized. I get it. I do. The wrong play would have been the right play if you didn't follow with another wrong play. Exactly. See? You get it. You get it. Okay. So yeah, so if you can go and check Crescent now because you're here, and that's cool. You could have done Sarda afterwards because that's cool. You could go and do Earth Cave then, but that's cool. Now, you didn't have to do Earth Cave because you got Floater so early. So you can postpone that and start rearranging where you want. And that's what we can discuss next after checking what the sages have. And then doing the bottle turn-in. Don't forget the bottle turn-in while you're here. Is who do you want to go to and what's most optimal at this point? With Crystal in hand, Crystal, or even, like, you're right here, and Volcano doesn't have anything, but Volcano is a fast walk. You could do Volcano to Crystal to Earth. You could do Earth to Crystal to Volcano after the bottle turn-in. You could do a number of different things. And yeah, exit out of Sages because you have it. That is perfect. Rubes is pointing that out, and I was discussing something else. But yeah, you're doing the right thing in many of these instances. Use exit and or warp whenever you can to optimize your exiting out of towns. Like, this one's a short enough walk. I'm not sure if you save time, especially if you're slow at menuing. I'm not sure if you save time there. You did because you were fast enough at it, but I know sometimes I'm not. So, it's also weird that I'm not getting any sound effects from the airship. That's strange. That's just on the VOD, and it's very strange. So we're doing Ice Cave. Now, again, I don't think doing Ice Cave at this point is bad, although, especially since you have Warp, and you have Exit, so you can quickly get out of this as fast as you can. And school of thought is you save Volcano until last, because there's no incentive item in there, and you can do it on the way through. But if you save Volcano until the end, then you have to go up and do Volcano before you go to Temple of Fiends. But if, say, for instance, because of the way that this lays out, you could do Sea or Sky last, then flying south from there, south-ish, and either southwest or southeast, depending on which of those dungeons you do last, flying south from there to the dungeon to Topher is faster than flying northwards and having to work Volcano in. You were right here at Volcano, and Volcano is a fast dive, especially because you don't have to check anything while you're there, and you're already level 14, I think. Like, I personally feel like just banging Volcano out is probably the best step, but that is your call. Oh, and you turned off airship sounds. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, overworld routing is one of the hardest things, and I'm still practicing it. In the race yesterday, I had to remind myself I could fly south from Sky, which was my last dungeon, to get to Canaria. Because I'm so used to flying north, because in my head, the world map is one side and the other, flipped from where it actually is because of where you start and what, like, us Northern Hemisphere people think of as a north and a south. My brain is dumb, and it's hard for me to break that. So, I get you. I really get you. We do have overworld routing maps on the wiki, and I recommend you go and look at them. So you went one step too far over, and you're gonna have an extra step. Oh, and you're checking all of these. I mean, you haven't greeted before, so it's weird that you're greeting now, but okay. It's fine. Like, you didn't take a lot of steps, and that's a decent greed to do. You're right there. It's fine. I just wouldn't have. So, not saying you're right or wrong on that. Now we have to do the double dip for Matoya. And the useless key! I'd reset out. Ideally, I would have saved over at Ice Cave and then reset from there. Okay, now where are we headed? Ordeals? Sounds so weird without the chop, 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 chop of the... Yeah, that's so strange. Have we found the shop item yet? I don't think we've found shop item yet. Which, if we hadn't found shop item and you're right here, I would have checked the Oasis first just to bang it out. And I think Oasis has it at this point. Yeah, Rubes is saying I make a point about how save where you were or where you might go next if the check is useless, so you can immediately reset. That is something that's been banged into my head because of all the AP games I play. Yay, we now know where the adamant is, thanks! In AP, there's a lot of, if I don't get what I need here, I can reset, or because everything saves to the cloud, you can reset. So, yeah, this is one of those things where get used to thinking about what your next step is or what might happen if something is useless, so you can optimize your steps at certain points. Especially if you're going from one place that's safe to another place that's safe, and you don't have to save right outside. So you're saying that the one good hint was that the chime was here, which is true, but you didn't find it already, and you were gonna have to come here anyway, so I feel like even that hint wasn't that great. This is my problem with the hint givers. They are great in concept, but more often than not, they're either useless, or they're telling me things I was going to discover on my path anyway, especially in a no-loose flag set. In a loose flag set or a dud flag set, they're helpful. But yeah. Yeah, and Rubes is saying, while you're over there by Carrie, go kill Carrie. I think that's one that could be a bit more divisive. But yeah. Now, here's something. This is a long greed to do. Yes, it's safe, but this is a lot of time spent here greeting this. And you haven't been greeting much. So I'm curious why you're greeting here. This feels like Loot Goblin taking over. Also, please save outside, just in case. You did all that work greeting that, you don't want to lose everything. And there were houses for sale at the item shop. Buy the house at the item shop here instead of using that inn. It's faster. Go in, buy the house, exit, save with the house. Same as using an inn, and you save steps. We all loot goblin too much. I was just trying to greed, and I was loot goblining too much yesterday. Because I lost by 10 minutes. And nothing I got when I was greeting was worth anything, which was really irritating. So I feel you. Fighting that inner loot goblin is so hard. But it's like my reasoning was, if on the greed checks I get like some shirts for my mages or some ribbons for them, then I've actually come up in the end. And it didn't ever pay off. The game just didn't want me to have that. These are fine greeds. These are right on path. And there's a chest right along the way in the upper room on the next floor. That's fine if you want to greed that. I wouldn't greed the whole room, but I would definitely check that one. You didn't even check it, which is also fine. But it's free steps because it's on the door, up, over, chest right there. You can do that without getting any incremented steps. So if you're going to greed it, greeting it's fine. Oh, Stone Touch. Gross. Let's hope we don't see more of that. Really hope I didn't post-race jinx you. Okay. See how this Kraken goes. Good. Healing beforehand. I don't mind that. I mean, your thief should probably be okay, because he's got, like, 3 pieces of high-level gear. So he's probably going to be okay if, like, Kraken punches at him. Now, I want to point out, your ninja has his power bunk in the bottom slot. Make sure you move it to the top slot, because it's faster than menu. You're saving on button press. Make sure anything you're going to cast with is at really good spots, so, like, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom. But you don't have 1 in the top over here that you need to menu to, so 2 in the, like, put your power bonk right here over Bane. And Rubes is saying the exact same thing. Usually remember that stuff when you by the time you're in Topher. Yeah, but I mean, to be blunt, you're using it now. You want it to be as efficient as possible as you can. Like, always. But I get it. Like, I'm not trying to be against you on it. I get it. Well, useless white mage is continuing to be useless. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's some damage right there. Woo! Yeah, I agree. The nuke's fine. You hope that it would kill him there, but this will get him. There we go. Level 15. You're going to pick up some good levels in Sky, too, I'm sure. Now, you also have Warp. So, while you're routing things around... God, I was worried for a second that you had just menued the soft and had reset and lost that. Ooh. That would have been a hard reset for me there. Item shop has some saving items. Are you gonna go buy some? No, go to the houses. Go buy the houses. Also, again, you could walk over from that one house to the next house, and then walk over from that house to save a step. And we're not checking Waterfall. Did Waterfall have something bad? Was there a hint for Waterfall, which is why you're skipping it? Also didn't check the Oasis. Tisk tisk. You're still looking for that shop item. I don't think you got a Waterfall hint, so I kind of feel like we needed to check the Waterfall way we were there, because now we're going to have to double dip that continent, and we also didn't check the Oasis. So that was... I'm sure you're already getting it. That was very inefficient. Alright, well, that's the route we take. So we're going further south. So this is the I'm not greeting the upper chest room. Cool. And we're not greeting that room either. Cool. That's fine. Perfect routing on that floor, then. Cool. We're back to not greeting at all. That works for me. You've got most of the gear that you need until you find that katana. And we really want that katana. Or, like, a Sun +5 if you're lucky enough to find one of those like we had last time. Level 15 is not high enough for endgame right now, but I also don't like these packs. I'd rather go do my walking grind in Sky. Especially since you have Nuke. That should kill him, no problem right there. Yup, that's gonna be one dead vampire. The fact that it took 3 is just wow game. Okay. Oh wow, you went into Earth Cave without the rod and lucked into the rod. Yeah. You gut called this, and you made the right call, but that, let me be honest with you, that shouldn't have paid off. That should not have paid off at all. And, like, if you were punished, I would have, like, that would have been what was deserved. But, I mean, it paid off right now, but it shouldn't have. If I were in the booth commentating this race with you and you did that, I'd be like, what are they thinking? So... And by that I mean the rod could have been at Waterfall, the rod could be your shop item. Like, you don't know what it could be, so... Woo, 3 hits, 6 damage. Nuke slightly better. I might have tempered my ninja one round with both the mages. Obviously it didn't matter, because you got the nuke to hit, but your nukes were rolling low, and if they continued rolling low, Lich might have actually survived to a second round, and that always feels bad. insulting the runner. I was just saying. Already did Ice Cave. I don't mind banging this out while you're here. That's good. My biggest thing that I always harp on in VOD reviews, and anytime that I get into the booth for a duck thing, is efficiency of routing. It's the one thing I can control that I'm actually kind of okay at, because I'm bad at menuing, and I get the worst luck from encounters. So, like, I try and, like, avoid all that as much as I can by being efficient with the things I can be efficient with. So, when I see inefficiency, I can't help but point it out. And it paid off for you this time, but I'd be so angry. I'm like, why? Why did this work? Oh my god! It raged for a bit. Table flip. It really shouldn't have. Yeah, see? One greed that you could do there if you wanted to. You didn't, that's fine. But it's a safe greed. And I'm fine skipping that if you don't want to grind. I mean, you're what, level... Okay, you have heal 2. So, this is something that I have lost a race in before. You're using your heal pots to heal right now when you have heal 2 or heal 3 or whatever. Right now, I think you just have heal 2. But you have a lot of charges of heal 2. It's not a lot of great healing, but you bought it. You spent the time buying it. You should use your spell charges to use it. Because it's doing a bunch of heal 2 casts is faster than doing your menuing for heal pots. And you menu your heal pots fast, don't get me wrong. You're actually really good at this. But you could save more time by just using heal 2. And having lost a race by that before, I feel that pain. Here we go. It's the bad one. I mean, okay, so you forget heal spells, and you're used some occupying combat spell slots. Sure. In Topher, you don't want to use them if they're, like, taking the same spots as, like, Temper or Fast. You're just fighting carry. That's it. Well, and it's a heal. Like, it wouldn't occupy Temper or Fast unless it's a Red Mage, but... Yeah, it could, like be at the same level as Holy, for example, or something. But you're only fighting carry. Like, that's speed you could pick up here for later. Are we here to check the item shop? Or are we here for spells? Oh, the ship! I wouldn't know where that is. There's our... Okay, there's our cube. So... Yep. And houses. Cool. Oh, those were expensive. That's good. There we go. Yeah, okay, so that's good routing note to make for yourself. Make sure you check the item shop here if you haven't found the items yet when you come in for routing other stuff. So you've got Cube and you've got Chime. So Sky's your next bet. You've already cleared Earth and Kraken and Volcano. Also note, that shadow right there next to the tower is a safe step. It's one of the few safe steps in this area. I was saying... Yeah, the shadow next to the tower is a safe step, and the 2 tiles on the bottom half of Volcano are safe steps. So, like, the 2 top steps are the entrance in Volcano, the 2 bottom steps that make up the Volcano are safe steps. What's the other thing I was saying? You have 3 of the 4 orbs lit, and you already have useless key and very useful loot. So yeah, this is your time to actually... This is your time to start grinding, so I would have taken that fight, because that's popcorn, that's actually also good experience. And you've got Nuke. This is low end for me because of the 4 birds, because now you actually need to start optimizing your experience. I think you're right. I think the left side of Topher is also a safe step, Rubes. I might have taken that fight because of Nuke. If it had been 4, I definitely would have taken it, but 3 guards, I might take. I'd skip this. That's good. The experience isn't good enough. Well, identifying high XP fights is one of your weaknesses. That's fine. That's why we're going over this right now as we do the walk. I'll point out the ones that are worth taking. I hate it when the Thief fails. Like Thief, you have 1 job. You have like 4 jobs, but do them. Do all your jobs, please. Yep, don't check anything here. Take this fight. Take this fight. Thank you. It's an easy fight. Might not be the best experience, but it's an easy fight. Yeah, that's fine. Nukes will kill it. I might have even just had the White Mage punch there. Not sure if this is going to be enough to, like, bother, because the nuke's going to come out anyway, do 400 damage, and then, yeah. Yeah, I think ideally, because it's squishy mages with a squishy ninja, you probably want to be level 25 going into Topher if you want security. Okay, this is a good fight to take. Like, there are better versions of this, the Iron Galls and Topher, but they come so late that you don't really want to bother with them. But this is better than, like the Clay Golems over in Waterfall, so... Yep, level 18. We're getting there. We are slowly getting there. And I'm thinking you don't care about Katana because you're not checking the room in Sky Spider off to the bottom left. I mean, I'd care about it, but... And now we're greeting. If you luck into it, Katana. Or the defense sword, sure. Well, I mean, I suppose. Just shaking my head at you now. And yeah, both Pro Capes next to each other. I would have equipped those too. You got Pro Capes, you may as well use your Pro Capes. Those will be nice for your mages. Who, actually, at this point, I think had, like, no armor. Maybe, they have the Pro Rings. That's all they have. They are naked except for jewelry. They can be naked except for jewelry and a cape. That's not a kink we're gonna get into. Okay, this is good. The Naga's good, and the airs are fine. The Harm 2 is pointless, but, I mean, you don't want the mage to run. Come on, Nuke! Really? Ugh. Yeah, chip damage is fine, because you know that they should die soon. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. Saving those nukes for something better on the Bridge of Destiny, I agree with. And again, heal 2. Here. You're not gonna use a lot with that White Mage otherwise, and then you'll exit out and use the house. You bought the houses, you may as well use them as efficiently as possible. What do we got on the bridge? This is worth taking. You've got Ice 3, which will kill them pretty quickly. They're decent experience, and there's 4 of them. And you want level 20-something. So, that's worth taking. I would pro-cape both the mages, and I'd slap the silver on top of the ninja. I'd take this. Okay. No. I would definitely take this. Okay. Okay, and you need to get more confident in your menuing. That's hard to say. Because that's a lot of back and forth you did there, and that's, like, wasted frames. I do it too. It's not you. It's me too. That's why Rubes beats me by 10 minutes. Take this again, please. Thank you. And yeah, they're squishy too, so that's really nice to see. 22, that's good. I think we'd be 23 or 24 if we took a couple of the other fights that I wanted. But we're getting there. I could see if I didn't have a good grind anywhere else. Yeah, work on remembering the spell books. It's important. Just remember, even if you don't remember where it is, just remember what you have, so you're, like, going for it faster. And then, at a certain point, you're gonna get to this moment where you can look at the spellbook and just see all the names and just kind of gut know where everything is without, like, focusing on a specific word. That's part of the reason why accessible spell names exists. I struggle to do that because of my dyslexia, with the names the way they are by default because there's a lot of shared first letters. So accessible spell names diversifies the first letters of the various spells better, makes it easier for me to wide view see where all the spells are. One thing I'll harp on that I know most people don't use, accessible spell names is your friend. Yep, I'm fine with this. You got a couple rounds of temper on there, time to start nuking. You see the upside and the downside of the defense sword. It's a fine sword, especially if you didn't bother getting the katana, which is probably sitting for you over at Waterfall. But it is also not the best sword. Yeah, it's the reason why, you know, some of the spells are renamed, like Thunder instead of Lightning, Dia instead of Harm and all that, is because you have a variety of spells that share not only the same first letter, but same, like, second or third letter. So, like, I struggled to menu Life and Lightning because of the fact that they're different by, like, one letter, and that letter looks similar if you're looking at a glance. Or, like, Fast, which is, Fire. Those are both F1s. Since we have Haste as an alternate name from later versions of the game, we made it Haste instead because, you know, Harm was moved to Dia to help diversify it too. There was a lot that we put in for the accessible spell names to try and make it far easier for anyone to just at a glance see everything. So I use the accessible spell names because not only are they great for my dyslexia, but they're just easier to work with in general. I might be the only primary runner that uses them, but they help me out a lot, so I'm fine with it. Okay, what are we doing? Where are we headed? Why are we not going directly to the end game? Are we worried about armor? Heal pots. Alright. Took you forever to learn the accessible spell names. Do you use them, Rubes? And you don't use them. I mean, that's fair. When you watch me, you have to remember. I know, it's fun, isn't it? Everyone's supposed to remember them because I'm the one that uses them. Alright, now we're in here for Topher. Okay, let's discuss this. I believe you hard reset there. Let's actually back up just a step. Okay, hold on. Boop. I want to go see. I think you hard reset here. Alright. Come in. Heal. Or save. And that was the soft reset. Okay. Never mind then. I was going to say you got 2 worms right off the hard reset. That is actually kind of nice EXP-wise. If you felt like you may have been a little soft, that would be something to factor in. Or, and there's another worm fight right there. Or, say, for instance, you wiped once and you had to come back in and you're like, I don't think I have the levels to pull this off just yet. I mean, you do have a defense sword, so you have Ruse, you've got nukes, you've got temper, but no haste, no fast. I put your odds of a first dive at maybe 80%. And that's in part because of how low level you are, too. You're only 23, 24. So that's iffy. I-tile right there, too, is a nice... Ah, there you go. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, if you didn't have the I-tile here, but you saw the worms, a double worm fight right off a hard reset would be a very nice potential grind if you needed it. If. And you got so used to the loot being there when you finally had saving items, the loot wasn't there anymore. Thanks, loot. You went the wrong way. You realized it. No, well, no, we're... There we go. Okay. This comes with time. So yeah, now your encounter route is off, and we don't know what we would be getting at certain points anymore. So, like, if you were on a hard reset, and you went and you're like, I like this encounter table that I got here, now we're already off of it, so we can't do it. Also, I don't think the Chimera, 4 Chimeras, is as good as that Whiz-Vamp Zombie D-Pack you walked past, and your Harm 2 would be doing more damage to them anyway. I think the previous fight would have been better to take. Ice 3 is good on them, sure. You got Harm and Harm 3, Harm 2, and you've got nukes. Like, I get that you're probably trying to conserve some nuke charges for the bosses, but the likelihood of your Black Mages surviving long enough to really get that deep where after they've done some tempers and locks or whatever, that they need to start casting nuke is dangerously low. They're squishy, especially at this level. They are unlikely to survive. Never expect your Black Mages to survive, as I think my thought process here. Expect they're gonna get some buffs off and then die. So, like, if you're gonna take a grind fight, you may as well burn your nukes. Yep, that's good. May as well just fight nuke and harm 4, because this should kill... Lich shouldn't have any health. Especially when you get a good roll like that. Thank you. And I know you're not gonna, but you should heal 2 out of this fight. I keep saying it, not to harp on it for you, but just as a reminder, to get your brain to start thinking, okay, after I'm done with this fight, I should heal 2 out of it. Repetition is key to actually getting things memorized. Much as I hate it. Yeah, none of these fights are worth taking. In fact, I'd really argue nothing here is worth taking. Now that you're in Topher, because if you die, you're just going to lose the experience anyway. No. Please, no. No. Okay. Say that again about repetition. Thanks, Loot Rubes. I mean, I like that you're 25. If you die, you're not going to be 25 anymore. So that's time that you have to use again. That's time that you have to use again if you did die and have to grind this a second time. I don't think it's worth it. Now, this is one where I might have tempered the ninja twice before leading into the nukes. Because Carrie can be gross. Sometimes she can be your gatekeeper. Okay, good. Well, aside from that misstep, but everyone does that as well. I do that as well. Good routing on these floors. Like that you're using the doors and the walls again. Should have used the wall there. Even if the wall can get encounters, because some of the rooms here in this particular floor are weird, and some of them can get encounters even though you're on the wall. Still, just remember to always use the wall as much as possible. You want to make that so ingrained that you never forget. As I already said, heal 2, but we're here. Okay, now what happens? I am fearful of this Kraken fight. Invis 2's nice. Did we defense sword? Tempered? Well, we did defense sword, but Kraken got a lucky shot in. So fighting's fine. More tempers, fine. You've got 4 shots each. I'd heal them. You're invising. Okay, well, leave the Black Mage down. It's fine. The 2 Naga 6 water is extremely good at EXP, but the waters often hit hard and they have a script. It could be rough. Indeed, and again, if you take that fight here and you spend your resources doing it, and then you kill it, and then you heal up after, and then you die at some other point, that's a lot of time wasted on that fight that gets no tangible benefit, because save on game over is not on in this flag set. Okay, you got the Kraken down. Good shot. Now, we life 2 up Vivi. We gonna heal? Are we gonna... Are we gonna heal? Please heal. Thank you. I would have healed before I started exploring that floor. Because if that had come a little earlier, that would be painful. And you didn't heal before this, which is also frightening. Okay, temper. Temper. Invis 2, okay? What are we doing? Temper comes off. Thunder comes out, and that's gonna... It's defensible, it's fine. Everyone's M-Def worked out well. You need to heal that ninja. You really need to heal that ninja. And your Saber Bonk didn't go up. I would be tempering. I wouldn't bother with the Bane's. Bane's not going to have a good chance. I think it's only like 6% chance to hit. The EXP fight is good in this dungeon, but if you die, you don't get to keep it. Bane is 3 and 256 here. I know you're trying to X for strats this, I wouldn't bother. I would just be tempering or nuking. Instant kills are great, but they're so hard to land in Topher that I don't feel they're worth it. Really need to heal. And I would not be using a Harm 4 here when it shares a slot with Life 2. I'd rather Life 2 the Black Mage up and have them nuking. See, because you only have one shot of Life 2 left. You'd have 2 if you hadn't cast the Harm 4. Yeah. Hold on. I mean, I get it, you're worried about charges because you only had 2 left, but... like, you still had plenty of life charges, so if you life to a Black Mage up and they get bounced back down again... 1, it's a hit that's not going on your White Mage, which is nice. But also 2... your Black Mages will do more damage with their nuke than the White Mage would do with the Harm 4. Okay, we're 26. How are we doing with this? What's gonna happen? Are we moving anything around? Are we doing anything? Okay, yeah, Power Bonk finally goes up. No! Okay. So, let's discuss a couple things here. Your Black Mages are only good for Temper and Nuke and taking hits now. Your Black Mages should be up front. Even if you're only casting Life 1 to bring them back up, those are hits they can take that your Ninja isn't gonna have to. Secondly, your Ninja will often be taking less hits if he's in third slot over top of Waltz, because he's only 12.5% likely to get hit, as opposed to 50% likely in the top slot. 2 reasons to move your Black Mage up. Third, if your Ninja is in third or fourth slot, I think third is the sweet spot normally, but depends on the RNG table. They are more likely to get into a RNG loop where they'll fight, Chaos will miss, and you'll get the same damage over and over again. So, especially on the Chaos fight, but oftentimes from like Carry 2 onwards, each of the boss fights, move your Black Mage up, move your Ninja down to third slot, make this ingrained, practice this if you have to. And then, after the fight is over, move your Ninja up, move your Black Mage down, and then swap them at each boss fight and after each boss fight. And so your third slot Ninja should be right there, not taking these hits. And I'm deeply fearful of what's going to happen to him now that he's first slot. Well, that really blows. I'm not saying that if your Ninja was third slot and your Black Mage was first slot, he might have survived that Bane better, but I'm not saying he's not, because the RNG said that they were going to die in that slot, so... I mean, it does matter. It does matter, because the RNG on each slot is different. if Waltz had been up in the ninja slot, he would have had different RNG, and he might have survived that Bane. We don't know, but we don't not know. Each slot has its own guaranteed RNG. Definitely third slot Bane is terrible. Don't put a character there next time. Oh. I mean, you're doing what you can. You're power bonking, you're gonna swing. Unfortunately, you have no healing. And that's what we worry about right there. Okay, I don't feel like there's value in me watching all the boss fights again up to Chaos, so let's just get over here and... We don't know. I mean, it's true. What's the political line, Rubes? There's your knowns, your known unknowns, and your unknown unknowns. Oh, it's like, and it sounds dumb, but it's true. In this case, you don't know, but you don't not know is exactly right. Yeah, see, Rumsfeld. So, yeah, so exactly. It's the same kind of thought process, and it sounds dumb, but it is also true. So, we're back to Chaos after losing... What was that? How long was that? That was... Let's go see. 57... 107. So yeah, the Topher dive is... long Topher is about 10 minutes. And you had to dive that whole thing as well and take those little grind fights too. That sucks. So... I would definitely say that Black Mage top slot is a known unknown. You're not certain that he would have survived that Bane in that slot, but it couldn't have hurt. So... And unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to see it play out this time. Yeah, at least you got the invis off. But you really... Like, again... And you bought Wall. And we didn't even get the Wall cast off. I don't even know if you thought to use Wall. But Wall on the White Mage might have helped there. If they could get it off in time. Okay, 743 is good damage. Chaos hits. More power early, swing earlier, that's good. You know the nuke's in the pool, and, like, there's a good chance your ninja doesn't survive it if it comes up again. You want bigger hits than that, but you are fine with Chaos punching you instead. There we go. GG's. Okay, so let's cover those basics that we were just looking at before again. So what we have is watch your proximities. Make sure that you're routing your overworld a little more efficiently. Watch your menuing. Remember where your spells are, and then use the spells that you buy or don't buy them. And that's kind of the point I was making about level 5 and beneath. Like, it's great if you use them, then you spent time that is worthwhile. If you buy a magic spell and never use it, why buy it at all? To that same point, you saw that your ninja was just ripping through things in this Topher, but you were still bought Exfer and you tried the Exfer Bane strats. It didn't pay off. I don't think it ever really pays off. You're better off just raw power in this flag set, and flag sets where the tuning is this low down for bosses. 70 to 150, you're better off just raw powering that. Don't grind in Topher if you're likely to lose the levels, which you did, and then you had to grind it again. And make sure you put your ninja in the third slot, or your raw power person in their third slot. Hell, raw power 3 and 4 if you expect them both to survive. Do what you gotta do to keep your party alive and get the best chance of everyone surviving, or key people surviving. And since you bought Wall, use Wall. That goes back to the using the spells you buy. Any questions? Just give a second longer. Covered it well? Okay. Then I think we'll call it here at this point, though, but I'm glad. Had a lot to learn throughout the run. I hope I helped. I know one of the reasons why I picked up this one to do for you is I know each of us vets that do one of these VOD reviews harps on different things. So, like, you could have DM Stewart watch this exact same VOD, or another one of these races, and he's going to pick out different things. Rubes could come in and do one of these, and he'd see things that I didn't, and he'd also, like, pick out different things. So, like, each of us is going to do different things. So I wanted to give you a perspective from me and the stuff that I focus on to try and get my routing faster, to try and be better at this game, because I've been working out for 6-7 years, and there are still things I suck at. So, but you did, like, honestly, for a duck level run, this was fantastic. 107 on this flag set, even, like, despite, like, if you hadn't wiped, you'd be, like, 158. That's fantastic. You did really well here. Don't think you did poorly. It is just a matter of there are things you can tweak to get even better. So that instead of, like last night's race, I think you lost to me by 4 minutes. Instead of losing to me by 4 minutes, you'll beat me by 10, like Rubes did. Because that's my goal, is to try and get you to beat me every time. So, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. We have the broadcast training for comms coming up at 8 o'clock. And then we have the Tetron Memorial Race at 9 o'clock. So, glad I helped. Thank you for letting me do this. And we'll be back here in an hour and 15 minutes for the next thing. See you guys later.